If you haven't seen the anime Hyouka, I highly recommend it. I don't think Kyoto Animation has ever put out a show that doesn't at least look spectacular, though you may know it best for Violet Evergarden. Hyouka is another special entry in their lineup, releasing in 2012 and following a group of students as they solve mysteries around their high school. It's on Crunchyroll right now, and its 22 episodes fly by. But luckily, this video is not going to include any real spoilers, and will explain everything you need to know about what's going on. So please feel like you can stick around even if you haven't seen it yet. What I want to talk about today is one specific episode of this anime. In episode 8, things feel as they have so far. Our group is asked to solve a case by a fellow student, revolving around a film project that's missing an ending. Our friends sit down to watch the movie, and from this point on, things take a sharp turn from anything I expect. From anime, from mystery, from stories in general, honestly. The specific way that Hyouka deploys this piece of evidence laughs in the face of the rules of pacing, of how to keep a story moving forward. Instead, it chooses a path that is focused solely on immersion. What we're left with is an episode of anime that is unlike any other I've seen. This episode begins with a simple premise. Chitanda, one of our main characters, has been asked by a family friend, Irisu, for help solving a mystery. By this point in the story, our protagonist, Oreki, has an established reputation as a top sleuth. Irisu simply asks the group to watch the film, and then give their thoughts after. Before we know it, the room is dark and the film is starting. What makes this scene so spectacularly interesting is how much detail it gives to this student picture. The opening shot communicates to us the significance of this moment. Our friends are fellow heads in the dark, observing the projector just as we are. The message is clear. We are going to view this with the characters, and equal in the exchange. Even when the movie takes up the entirety of the frame, the image still looks like it's being projected. And as for the film itself, it is meticulously crafted to feel authentic. The camera work is amateurish, and we can tell they didn't have a tripod for the static shots. The focus racks unevenly. The acting is subpar, as stilted and flat as you would expect from a group of high schoolers. One of the coolest things this scene does is explore the use of 3D space in what is at its core a 2D medium. We walk down hallways with actors, zoom and track forward and back to get a better look at things in the frame. All of these tricks and techniques are still being leveraged for authenticity though, doing its best job to make this animated sequence into a student project. The bigger picture aspect of this scene though is the time spent on it. Let's pull back for just a second. You know how in a mystery story, sometimes a character will be examining a piece of evidence, and then it shows us the piece of evidence, and uses that highlight effect to show us the important stuff. The whole point of that is to keep things from getting bogged down. We get the feeling that we've seen the clue, without needing to pore over every word of a letter. This scene in Hyouka is diametrically opposed to that idea. By putting us in a chair with the characters and showing us the entirety of the film, it sacrifices a bit of pacing and clarity, yes, but it also immerses us completely in the world of the show. This student film doesn't exist just to the story. It literally exists. We just watched it. We get to hunt for clues like the gang, keep our ears perked up for anything interesting. Honestly, if it gets a little boring or long-winded, that too even adds to Hyouka's pursuit of realism. It's notable that there are very few cutaways in this scene, forcing us to confront the evidence fully. And when the film ends abruptly, we're left with the same questions as everyone else in the classroom. While there's plenty of investigation and revelations left before this mystery will be solved in the show, this student film screening is the moment that stuck in my head long after I finished the episode and the series. Hyouka is notable generally for how immersive its little mysteries are. It gives us, the audience, more pieces than you'd expect to receive from other entries in the genre, and its conclusions also are rigorously vetted and explained, creating a show that is maybe thorough more than anything else. But the student film screening in episode 8 stands above all the rest for me personally, choosing to give us an entire uninterrupted piece of evidence, complete with all of the bells and whistles to make it as believable as possible. It's an astonishing achievement, putting us on the same level as the characters in the show and letting us explore this mystery together. It's really, truly special. And that ends today's video. I hope you enjoyed this smaller project. I've been having fun creating shorter videos that pull out one specific moment or character for analysis. Also, to anyone who recommended this anime to me, thank you. I had it on my watch list forever and immediately knew I shouldn't have put it off for so long once I started it. If you like this video and want to see more like it, liking and subscribing helps a ton, as does hitting the hype button on the mobile app. I'm Slam Anime, and I'll see you next time.